Today I fucked up by laying naked on my bed. This just happened. I was waiting for my turn in the shower, lying on my bed playing Candy Crush. Super lame. My spouse got out of the shower and before I could get in, my 13-year daughter went into my bathroom through another door. Meanwhile, my spouse took a call from our pastor. I've been sick and so has one of our kids. So this was a check-in call. Put it on speaker. My 13-year walked into my room to see me lounging naked on the bed. She screamed, "I'm scarred for life," and slammed the door. I screamed, "Whoa, I'm getting in the shower." I hear my pastor, "That's way more information than I needed." My spouse is dying of laughter. And instead of being smart about it, and getting in the shower right away, I decide to post about on Reddit. At least I was covered up by a blanket when another one of my kids decided to walk into my room without knocking. Too long didn't read. Teenager accidentally sees parent naked. Pastor overhears on speakerphone. Spouse thinks it's funny. I feel like we're due for a glut of vanilla today. I fucked up as most of the normal people find themselves stuck at home for the next few months. He's taking a shower for more than an hour, but she won't let obstacles make her day sour. She's nude on the bed, playing phone games instead, while hubby is triple shampooing his head. When he takes a call from their worrisome pastor, his wife's naked gaming time turns to disaster. Their daughter comes in and turns red in the cheeks. Her mom's booty baked in her noggin for weeks. Interesting, I read the story as Op was a man. Today my teenage child effed up by walking into my room without knocking while I was laying naked on my bed. Fixed it for you. Edit. Wow. Thanks for the upvotes and first ever award. You guys are the best. And instead of being smart about it, and getting in the shower right away, I decide to post about on Reddit. I see you got your priorities right, lol. My mom walked around her room naked with the door open while getting ready in the morning my whole young life. It's naked mom, whoopity doo. She'll live. I'm 26 and still see my mum naked. She just doesn't care if one of us is around when she's in her birthday suit. We're in her space, Lamau, always been that way. Today I fucked up by rubbing my mother-in-law's thigh. Today I fucked up by rubbing my mother-in-law's thigh. Okay, so this happened a long time ago, not long after my wife and I were married. Like 14 years ago. Anyways, myself, my wife, her parents and her sister and brother-in-law all went out to eat at Texas Roadhouse. I have social anxiety, compounded by the fact that my brother-in-law hates me. I was previously divorced, he disagreed with my wife's choice in me. So we are all sitting in this booth. My wife to my left, mother-in-law to my right, and across from me are my father-in-law, and sister/brother-in-law. We are ordering our food and looking through the menus and such. I just nervously put my hand down beside me and start lovingly and perhaps even suggestively rubbing my wife's thigh. Long back and forth deep strokes. Probably 10 seconds goes by and I feel my hand being grabbed and squeezed. I look down to see it's not my wife's thigh I'm rubbing, but my mother-in-law's. Immediately I'm horrified. We exchange an awkward glance and I pat her on the back as if this was all part of the plan to begin with. We've never discussed this afterwards. My wife thought it was absolutely hilarious. Still have a good relationship with my mother-in-law, although I don't ever recall us being in the same room alone since that happened. Too long didn't read. I accidentally rubbed my mother-in-law's thigh sitting next to her at a restaurant thinking it was my wife. Edit. Wow, I can't believe how this has blown up. Apparently this happens more often than I thought. I'm glad I'm not alone. I didn't say stop. And I pat her on the back as if this was all part of the plan to begin with. What the fuck, Elmo? No, just say you thought it was your wife and apologize. Never bringing it up again? WTF, she's gonna think you're weird for all eternity instead of just clarifying it as a mistake. I can't disagree with you. What's wrong with me? Pornhub, take notes. You're the best mother-in-law I could ever ask for. A similar thing has happened to me. I was sitting in my ex-partner's lap and he was sitting next to one of his friends. I was innocently stroking for ex's thigh for a good couple of minutes, when his friend was just like, dust upon dust, that's my leg. I think I screamed from embarrassment and everyone had a big laugh. I have to physically check whose body I'm touching now. Same here, but mine was not too bad. I used to always hold my girlfriend's hand in the car. Once I got in the car with my sister and just automatically grabbed her hand. She had a good belly laugh at my expense. I once ate popcorn from a lady next to me at the movies. My girlfriend was on the other side. I was doing it for a while and the girl finally started laughing, smiley face. Today I fucked up by getting blackout drunk. The fuck up happened at about 1:30 AM, so it actually did happen today. Neat. Let's start at the beginning. Last night my girlfriend and I went out with a few friends. We started the night at a small local bar, having some drinks before going to see a concert later on a few blocks down. By the time we left, I was 2 beers and 2 shots in and I had a pretty solid buzz going. At the concert, I downed another 3 or 4 beers. I lost count. It was a good time. I hadn't been out in a while, so I was really enjoying myself. Concert ends and we all part ways. On the walk back to my girlfriend's car I black out. When I wake up, my girlfriend is on her hands and knees in the middle of my room with paper towels and toilet paper, yelling at me about how there is just piss everywhere. I have no fucking clue what she is talking about and I try to get her to explain, but all she keeps saying is that I got it everywhere. Keep in mind, I am still decently drunk at this point and cannot comprehend anything that is happening. Finally, she starts to tell me that I got up out of bed, walked to the bathroom door and grabbed the handle. But then I let the handle go and I walked straight back into my room. Let the fuck up commence. Start pissing. She assumes that I'm peeing in a trash can that she had brought for me to puke in, but the sound isn't quite right, so she leans over to have a look. My floor is wetter than a goddamn rainforest. I pissed on my goddamned floor, hardwood, and all over the side of my bed. She's trying to stop me, but I keep moving away and telling her stop. Stop. My mom doesn't have a bedsheet. After that, I crawled back into bed and about 10 or 15 minutes later, I woke up. There is no logical conclusion to this story. I'm still processing it. I'm embarrassed, I'm amused, I'm confused, and part of me wants to burn my house down and never look back. My life from this point on will never be the same. All I have now are memories from my pre-piss days. Too long didn't read, created a body of water to rival the Great Lakes. Edit, my girlfriend requests I tell you all that on the 4th of July, she blacked out and peed in our cat's litter box. Looks like we were meant to be. Edit 2, I have a few people in the comments concerned for me, which I appreciate. I want to make it clear, I am a very infrequent drinker and this kind of thing has never happened before. Alcoholism is no joking matter and I understand where people are coming from, but I promise you I am okay and that there is nothing to worry about. I have good people around me that would never let me veer that far into an issue like that. I just wanted to have a laugh at my own expense. Thank you for the concern regardless. Once while in college, I walked from the couch I was sleeping onto the futon about a foot away and started peeing on my coffee table when I woke up blackout drunk. Learned that phone books are great sponges, all of it got soaked up. Got to be a Yellow Pages joke in there somewhere. Love you, stranger. My girlfriend was such a good sport about this whole thing. She works in a medical lab and handles urine samples all day, so she kept saying you're so fucking lucky I work with pee. I love her. Find you someone that doesn't stay mad at you about having to mop up your piss. You are a lucky man. She sounds cool AF. Stop. Stop. My mom doesn't have a bedsheet. Well, ain't that a piss poor excuse? This reminds me of a story. Me and some friends were up camping and got pissed drunk. We passed out in the tent and I remember getting up to go to the restroom in the night. We woke up and one of my buddies was complaining that they sweated so much during the night. I had to tell him later that day it was actually my piss. I never made it out of the tent. He was mad at first, but now it's a long-running joke among my friends. Well, you pissed your girlfriend off bad. Better to be pissed off than pissed on.